Special thanks to Patreon supporter TrenchFighter8 for making this video possible. Before we go ahead and jump into the tutorial, I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to this video's sponsor. Big shout out to the Coldest Water. These guys have made an amazing branded Coldest Water bottle. It is amazing. For those of you guys that don't know, I live in Tucson, Arizona. It gets extremely hot. In the past month, it's been starting to get up in there into the high 90s. I work on the outside a lot. I work in hot conditions and stuff like that, and this water bottle has kept my water cold the whole time. I've woken up with ice still in my water bottle after filling it the day before. It is phenomenal. I don't know what they do, whatever, but this thing works so good, and I wouldn't advertise a product if I wasn't actually fully confident in it. This water bottle was sent to me for free by them, which is really cool. They even went ahead and engraved it with my YouTube channel as well. But I'm actually probably going to end up picking up an even bigger one because I just love this product so much. Definitely recommend checking it out, guys. It's starting to get into summer. A lot of you guys might be looking for water bottles, going back to school. You know, nobody likes water that's hot. Everybody likes their water cool, and the Coldest water bottle does just that. It keeps your water cold for long periods of time, and the best thing about it is that it has a year-long warranty where if you buy it, you don't like it, you can return within a year and get your money back. But this thing is built to last. It's strong, durable. I've dropped it a couple times, and this thing has no signs of being torn up. Compared to Hydro Flask and all those other Yetis and stuff like that, this thing blows them out of the water in its insulation capabilities and also its durability, which my Hydro Flask I had before was dropped a couple times and had multiple dents and stuff like that, and this thing has held up just fine. Definitely recommend checking them out. Their product links are going to be down in the description. They do a weekly giveaway that you can enter, so you can try to get one of these bottles for free. And as well as if you do want to support the channel and you are interested in picking yourself up a Coldest Water, you can go ahead and use my affiliate link and use code GAR10 for 10% off your order. So definitely recommend checking out. It supports the channel, and you guys get a really cool water bottle and one that's going to last you a very long time. So definitely recommend checking them out. Again, a big thanks to Coldest Water for making this video, or sponsoring this video. And with that, let's go ahead and move on with the rest of the video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, ZPro here, bringing you another Minecraft World War II aircraft tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be going ahead and building the Messerschmitt Me-410 B-2/U4 Hornisse. The Messerschmitt Me-410 Hornisse, which translates to Hornet, was a German heavy fighter and snow bomber used by the Luftwaffe during World War II. Though an incremental improvement of the Me-210, it had a new wing plan, longer fuselage, and engines of greater power. The changes were significant enough for the aircraft to be renamed the Me-410. The version we have here in front of us is done up in kind of a winter type camo scheme, and also features the 50mm gun mounted onto the front, making this more of a ground attack type role of aircraft. This here was the B-2/U4 variant of the aircraft, and overall a pretty cool looking aircraft to say the very least. Before we go and take a look at the aircraft, I want to go and give special thanks to Patreon supporter TrenchFighter8 for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel where you guys already do, feel free to check out my Patreon page. Link is always in my video descriptions, where you can go and pledge a small amount to the channel every month, and in doing so, or a vehicle request you're choosing. It really does help support the work I do on my channel, and is obviously very greatly appreciated. So definitely feel free to check that out if you are interested. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started here taking a look at the aircraft. So to kind of begin with, we have the fuselage here, and as I mentioned, this is done up in kind of a winter type camo scheme. So we have some grays and whites, and basically making up this color scheme here. It looks pretty good overall, I think. But basically what we have here would be the fuselage here. So obviously you have the pilot, gunner, and I imagine probably a bombardier or something of that sort. You know, not 100% sure the exact crew composition, but something of that sort. Work our way back, we have basically the tail. There are rear guns here mounted on the sides of the aircraft, so kind of a unique design for it. And we also have the tail here, the markings, and the the horizontal or the vertical and horizontal stabilizers, everything like that. The wings here, again, nothing too special here. We just have our engines here on each wing, and you know, all the details and stuff like that for the wings. So Overall, pretty nice aircraft. Again, the main defining feature for this one is the 50mm cannon, which sticks out of the front nose of the aircraft there, which makes this the B-2/U4 variant. Anyways, that's it for this overview. Let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, so we're going ahead and moving into our first layer here. We're going ahead and start off with layer number 3. Now we're starting with layer 3 because it gives us a better basis for the aircraft to kind of go ahead and build from. So that's what we're going to go ahead and start with this layer here. If you're completely new to my aircraft tutorials, the way I like to structure these tutorials, I like to do half on camera, half off. What this means is since the aircraft is completely symmetrical, whatever we do on one side will be done on the other side, obviously minus the camouflage, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But we're going to be going ahead and building the entire center line and the right side of the aircraft. It'll be up to you guys in between layers to copy what we do on the right side over to the left side. It's pretty straightforward, and once we kind of get through the first few layers, it should make a little bit more sense as to what exactly we're doing. Anyways, one thing I also want to mention is, again, that I didn't mention at the beginning of the video, is that this is a only an in-flight model. The landed version would be sitting at an angle, so it is not able for us to be doable just with this model here. Would require a whole separate model altogether. So this is only for the in-flight model for this aircraft. Anyways, let's get started. First thing we want to do is we're going to be going ahead and place down a quartz top slab, and then coming off this quartz top slab toward the front, we're going to place down an iron trap door. Now, every time I mention quartz, we're going to be going ahead and using smooth quartz. I'm just going to use quartz as it saves me the time from saying smooth quartz every single time. But just know, every time I say quartz, we're using smooth quartz for our blocks. So we have our smooth quartz top slab followed by a quartz upside down stair, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 smooth quartz full blocks down this row here. A quartz upside down stair, then 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz top slabs, and then 4 iron trapdoors come off those 4 quartz top slabs. After we have that complete, going ahead and go into the sides here. We're going to place down a quartz top slab coming off the side of the stair here, and then going back from it, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 quartz full blocks. We then want to go ahead and place down a stone stair, and we're going to go ahead and then place down a second stone stair coming off it, so you have a corner stair and then a regular stair. And we're going to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull on the side of the stair. After that, we're going to then take our stone stairs, and we want to go ahead and place down a row of 4 that go off from this corner stair. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 out to the side here. And we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone slabs coming off those stairs. After that's done, going ahead and going to the back of these stairs, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz full blocks going forward, and then an andesite wall here. And we're going to go and repeat the same row that we just did here 2 more times. So 1, and our last row here 2. Now as we get to this section, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some diorite, some diorite blocks and walls. We're going to start off by going ahead and going to the back of this stone stair here. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 diorite walls, and then 1, 2 diorite full blocks, followed by 2 diorite top slabs, and then a diorite wall, and then we're going to grab ourselves a polished black stone wall and place down a polished black stone wall here on the end. After we have that done, go ahead and go off the 2 diorite top slabs here. We're going to place down 2 black concrete blocks, then a diorite block going toward the front, followed by a black concrete block, and then we're going to go and grab ourselves a black shulker box, place down a black shulker box on the end, followed by a dark oak wood trapdoor, come off the shulker box like this on the front, and then on both sides of the black shulker box as well, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull. Now over here on the opposite side, we're going to go ahead and place down a diorite wall, a polished blackstone wall, a diorite wall back, 2 diorite top slabs, 2 diorite full blocks, and then 1, 2, and 3 diorite walls back. We then want to fill in the center here with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 diorite full blocks, just closing that space off there. And we want to go ahead and then place down a smooth quartz top slab here on the back. And after that, we're going to place down an air top slab like this out to the side here. Once we have that done, we want to go ahead and place down a row or a quartz top slab coming off this one, and then we're going to go forward 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks. We're going to go ahead and do the exact same row one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that going forward. And actually, this side is going to be row 6. So row 6, and then we have a row 6 there. We then want to go and grab skeleton skulls. Now right here is the only difference you're going to really see on the entire aircraft, is with our skeleton skulls on the right side, we're going to be going ahead and placing down 1 and 2 of these skeleton skulls coming off this andesite wall here. Over here on the opposite side, however, we'll be going ahead and going to this quartz top slab, and we're going to place down 2 of these skeleton skulls like that coming off on the left side. So it is a difference there on both sides, but that's really the only difference. So just make sure that is translated there across both sides. Anyways, at this point here, we want to go and then grab our quartz slabs here. We're going to place down a row of 4 of top slabs across the center there. We're going to go ahead and place down a second row of 4. And after that second row of 4, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 2 down the center. Now after that's done, we want to go and then go to the sides of that row of 2, place down an iron trapdoor to both sides, followed by a row of 4 of iron trapdoors. We're going to go then place down a row of 3. And we want to go and then place down 3 more rows of 3. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 rows of 3. And then 1 more iron trapdoor come off the exact center, just like that. And after we have that done, you're going to take what we did over here on the right side, flip it over to the left side. And this right here is what you should have with layer 3 all complete. With that though, we're going to go ahead and move into our bottom layers, layers 1 and 2, where we're going to go and basically build the bottoms of those engines there and all that fun stuff. So with that, let's go ahead and move into layers 1 and 2. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into layers 1 and 2. For these layers here, going ahead and go into the bottom of the fuselage, we want to go ahead and go back to our second quartz full block, back from this upside down stair here. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor on the bottom of it, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have a row of 5 of iron trapdoors like that across the bottom. We then want to go ahead and go off to the sides of our middle 3 iron trapdoors. So that row of 5, we're just going to place down iron trapdoors like that to the sides. After that's done, go ahead and focus in on our engine here. We're going to place down a polished black stone top slab, come off the bottom of that black concrete block. We're going to go ahead and place down a quartz slab back, skeleton skull on both sides of that quartz slab, followed by a quartz full block, and then a quartz top slab, come off both sides of that full block. We're going to place down another quartz full block there in the center, a quartz upside down stair to both sides, and we want to go ahead and then place down another quartz upside down stair, going back on both sides, and another quartz full block there in the center. After that, we're going to go ahead and then place down a quartz full block here, quartz top slab to both sides like that, and we're going to then place down a quartz stair, come off that full block, quartz top slab back, and then we want to place down a skeleton skull here on both sides of this quartz stair like so. After that is all done there, that is going to basically wrap it up for there. And the last thing we're going to do here for the bottom of the engines is we're going to place down a quartz slab on the bottom of this full block here, and then an iron trapdoor back from it like so. And that right there is going to basically complete the bottoms of our engines, and with that, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layers 1 and 2. With that though, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, so go ahead and move into our next layer. We have layer number 4. For layer 4 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to be going ahead and going to the front of our aircraft up here. We're going to place down a direct full block on top of this iron trapdoor, followed by a upside down direct stair coming off like that toward the front. Coming off this direct stair, we're going to place down 2 end rods and then a wither skeleton skull there on the tip like that for the 50mm gun. After that's done, going back from this this direct block, we want to go and place down an additional row of direct. That's going to go ahead and go back a total of 15 blocks back from that original one. So in total, 16 back from the direct stair. It's going to end on top of this first iron trapdoor here, and then on the middle 2 iron trapdoors here, we're going to place down 2 quartz blocks, followed by again a row of 1, 2, and 3 direct full blocks, a direct upside down stair, and a direct top slab like that for the rear there. After that's all complete, that is going to wrap up the center line, and then we're going to go and move it to the sides. To the sides, we're going to place down a skeleton skull on the side of the stair, followed by a direct wall, and then we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 direct full blocks back, 1, 2, 3 direct walls, 1, 2, 3 white stained glass panes back like that. After that's done, going ahead and going to the sides of the walls here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull on this middle wall here, and we're going to then place down a wither skeleton skull on the second wall back, followed by a chain coming off that wither skeleton skull like that for the rear guns, and those will be located on both sides. After that's complete, we want to go and then take our iron trapdoors, go into the smooth quartz blocks here. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors, and then a second row of 3. And we're going to then take our light gray carpet and place down 2 rows of 3 of light gray carpet. After we have that done, we want to go and then place down a polished black stone slab on top of this black concrete one. And we then want to go ahead and go back from this with a stone stair. Then 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone full blocks, a stone stair, and a stone slab. We then want to go and go both sides of the stone stair, place down a skeleton skull, and we're going to then place down a stone slab going forward from the skull, 2 stone slabs, and another stone slab with a skeleton skull on the side of that stair. And same thing over here, skeleton skull, slab, 2 stairs, and a slab. So just like that. After we have that done, we also want to place down a dark oak trapdoor on top of this shulker box here, and also from the previous layer as well, or layers 1 and 2, we want to go ahead and also place down a dark oak trapdoor there on the bottom of that shulker box there up in the front. With that all complete though, we're going to then take our light gray carpet. We're going to place down 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and 3 located across there. We're going to go ahead and take our iron trapdoors and go ahead and go off the skeleton skull here to place down 1, 2, 3 iron trapdoors, and then going forward 1, 2, 3 as well. We're going to go then place down an additional 2 iron trapdoors past this one, so 1, 2. And we then want to go ahead and go to our third iron trapdoor, so right here, and we're placing a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 out to the side. We can go and then take our light gray carpet, and we'll just go ahead and cover the top of the wing here with our light gray carpet in this section here. And also on these 2 quartz top slabs there on the front leading edge. After that's done, go ahead and grab ourselves some daylight detectors. We're going to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 daylight detectors across. You can turn these to the night mode to kind of blend in a little bit better with the aircraft. We want to go and then place down a row of 3 right here, so 1, 2, 3. And again, we'll turn these to night mode. And we're going to then place down another row of 3. So off this row of iron trapdoors, 3 out to the side there like so. After that, we're going to take our stone slabs. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 of stone slabs. 1, 2, 3. And 1 just like that. And once you have that all done, that right there is going to basically wrap that up for both sides. And with that, that's going to conclude layer 4. Just make sure I didn't miss anything and everything does appear to be good to go. So with that, that's going to complete layer number 4. And with that, we'll go ahead and move into layer number 5. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our next layer, we'll be going ahead and moving into layer number 5. For layer 5 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down skeletons, go on top of this direct stair here, up here in the front, and then going back from here, we'll place down 2 black stained glass blocks. After that, we can go ahead and choose to leave a space of 5 open, or we can go ahead and fill this in with black concrete. If you want to leave it open, you can build an interior for the aircraft. If you want to close it off with black concrete, then that's what we're going to be doing for the tutorial here, as we do not have an interior for the build. So just 2 options there for what you guys can do. Anyways, at this point here, after those black concrete blocks or that space of 5, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of stone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 stone blocks back. We're going to place down 2 more smooth quartz blocks on top of these 2 from the previous layer. 2 more stone blocks back, and then we're going to switch back to our diorite and place down a row of 3 of diorite back from that point. After that's done, go ahead and go into our last diorite block here. We're going to place down a row of 5 iron trapdoors coming off of it like that to the side. We then want to place down a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of quartz top slabs, and then again 2 iron trapdoors like that to the side. And we want to go and then place down another row of 2 of quartz top slabs, and then 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors like that going forward from it. After we have that all done, we want to go ahead and then place down a row of 1 and 2 of light gray stained glass panes there. Then, or on these first 2 stone blocks after the smooth quartz, we're going to go ahead and then place down a row of 4 of andesite walls going forward. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stone full blocks going toward the front, andesite wall, and then a light gray stained glass pane like that next to that black stained glass block. After that's all done, we then want to go ahead and grab our iron trapdoors and our acacia buttons. We're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors on those 2 stone blocks there in between the stone stairs, and then an acacia button like that on the stone block going toward the rear there. After that's all complete, the last thing really for you to do here for this layer is on the tail here, you do want to have your 2-letter designation for the aircraft. For us, we just did VP based off a model that I based the camouflage off of. However, you can do whatever letters you want. As you can see here, I did a V in yellow and I did a P in black. But again, if you're having a couple of these, you may want to switch the letters around and all that stuff. I'm not going to show you guys exactly how to do the banners because there's plenty of tutorials out there that show you guys how to do them properly. But this is just an idea of what you guys can do, and just make sure that it reads VP or whatever orientation you have on the same side. So read left to right, VP. Over here, left to right, VP. So anyways, that right there is pretty much it for what we have there for layer number 5. And with that, that is going to bring us up to layer number 6. Alright guys, so go ahead and move into our next layer. We'll be going ahead and moving into layer number 6. For layer 6 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down an air brick slab on top of the second black stained glass block here. And then we're going to go back from it, 1, 2, and 3 black stained glass blocks, a stone top slab, a black stained glass block, a nether brick stair, nether brick slab, and then a daylight detector here, turn to night mode like so. After that daylight detector there, we want to go ahead and then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 iron trapdoors back. And we're going to then place down a light gray carpet on the end of that row, followed by a row of 2 of white carpet on top of the quartz blocks like so, going back down the center. We were going to go then place down a light gray stained glass pane here on top of the stone block, a cobblestone wall, 2 dead bubble coral blocks, and then a cobblestone wall here on the end as well. After that, going ahead and go into our horizontal stabilizer on top of all the quartz top slabs and iron trapdoors. We're just going to place down gray carpet, light gray carpet like that to go and make our horizontal stabilizers. After that's done, go ahead and moving up here to the cockpit again. We're going to place down a light gray stainless pane on the side of that first black stained glass full block, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 black stained glass blocks back, a narrow brick stair, and then a wither skeleton skull here on top of that stone block at a 45-degree angle. We then want to take our black stained glass panes on the side of the corner stair here and place down a pane, then go 1, 2, and 3 forward like that. So you have a row of 4 there along the side. After that's all done, one thing I want to mention also is over here on the left side, we're going to be going ahead and going to the last 2 iron trapdoors here and place down 2 barrier blocks here next to those 2 iron trapdoors. And that's going to be on the left side and the left side only. We're going to place down a stone button on the side of this barrier block here, on the side of our first one, and then we want to go and then place down a stone button on top of the second barrier block, just like that. And that's where we're going to leave that that's where we're going to leave that for right now. And with that, that is going to conclude layer number 6 for the build. And with that, we're going to go ahead and move into our last final layers. Alright guys, so going ahead and move into our last final layers, be layers 7 through 9. For these layers to go ahead and get started with here, we're going ahead and go into our cockpit to begin with. And we're going to place down 2 narrow brick slabs, one on top of the second black stained glass block and one on top of the third one back. We're going to go ahead and place down a narrow brick fence post here, and then an end rod that goes up from the fence post, and then after that we're going to place down a dark oak trapdoor after that fence post, going back like so. After that, going back here to the tail, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall that goes on top of this one, so just like that, and we're going to then place down a black concrete block back from it, followed by a stone button on both sides of the black concrete block, another dead bubble coral block here, and another cobblestone wall here on the very end. After that's done, we want to go and then place down a row of 2 of dead bubble coral on top here. A light gray stainless pane coming off the front here, and a light gray stainless pane coming off the back. And then lastly, on the very tippy top here, we're going to go and grab ourselves some cobblestone stairs. And we want to go and just place down a row of 2, or basically 2 cobblestone stairs back to back. So 1 and 2, just like that. After that's done, we want to go and then grab our barrier blocks. We're going to go and go to this end rod here, and we're going to place down a row of barrier blocks coming off this end rod. So we're going to go and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 until we connect up to that glass pane there. And on top of this row, we're just going to go and place down stone buttons going all the way along the top there like so. And for this little cable connection piece here, right next to it, we very simply just want to go ahead and go up from the button. So we're going to go up with 2 barrier blocks like this, a button on the side here, the first one, button on top of the second one, and then a button up here on the side of this block like that. And that right there is going to basically do it for the cabling there, for going up to connecting up there. And with that, that's going to pretty much wrap up there what we have for the main structure here for the build. Along with this final layers here, we're going to go ahead and also build the props of the aircraft. So we're going to go ahead and grab our materials here, so some polished blackstone stairs, slabs, and we're also going to need birchwood stairs as well. Now, what we're going to do here for the blades or the props here, we're going to go to this polished blackstone stair. We're going to replace it with an upside down stair like so, and then we're going to place down a polished blackstone top slab and then a birchwood top slab coming off that slab like so. Going the opposite direction here, going up from this wall at an angle, we're going to place down a polished blackstone stair and then a birchwood slab like so, coming off the stair. And then going downwards, we're going to place this slab with a polished blackstone stair. Underneath it, we're going to place down a polished blackstone stair like that. Actually, sorry, it's going to be facing the opposite direction, so upside down stair this way, polished blackstone stair, and then a birchwood upside down stair there on the bottom of it, like so. And we're going to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this quickly, as I already kind of covered how to do it. So just be like this. And then down here, just like that. So overall, pretty straightforward design there, nothing too complicated for your props. And anyways, that right there is going to do it for the main structure of the aircraft. We're going to go and now move into the camouflage here, which is going to kind of discuss a little bit of how to do the darker gray mixed in with the lighted gray that we have. So kind of create that two-tone gray camouflage from the top-down view. Anyways, let's go ahead and grab our materials, and I'll see you guys in a second. We'll go ahead and go over that camouflage. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and move into talking about how to put this camouflage on. So the camouflage that we're putting on is very specific. It's not anything like normal, kind of random. The way it's kind of designed is pretty interesting. So to begin with, this line of polished of diorite, we're not going to go ahead and go over. We're going to leave that as there because the camouflage is kind of on the top of the fuselage and then fades into this kind of spotted type design. So we're going to leave the direct. We're not going to go ahead and go in that sense. So the only thing we're going to be camouflaging here is going to be this top section here of the fuselage and then top section of the wings. Also, the engines are not going to be touched. They're going to be staying in their stone color like so. So to begin with the wings, they're kind of easier to start with. We want to go ahead and do sharp angles. Now this isn't like any kind of random splotch pattern. This camouflage in particular is going to be a very sharp kind of angles. So we're going to replace our iron trapdoors with dark oak wood trapdoors as we get that darker color. And we could also replace this wall up here in the front. But we're going to go ahead and replace this dark oak wood trapdoor, and then our carpets here with gray carpet, and we're just going to kind of have this flow at an angle like so, going out to the side here. You can see it's a very straight kind of angle, and this is just going to go ahead and flow straight up into here. And we're just going to replace all these blocks here, and you just have a gray kind of striped line like that. Now our next line here, we're going to start somewhere over here, so it could be whatever. And again, this doesn't have to be exactly what I'm doing. You can kind of do your own little thing here. But we're going to go ahead and again make kind of a stiff line, like so. And we'll have it kind of go all the way to this point. And this will kind of flow into here. And so we'll replace this dark oak with trapdoors and our carpets like that. So you can see very straight lines here, not kind of random and all over the place. And then over here on the very side here of the wing, we'll just go and do like the little tip here. Or we'll kind of do maybe something like this. Like that on the very tip there. So that's kind of our basically the basic design we're doing for our wings here, and we can go ahead and basically do the same thing over here. So this time we'll have it kind of come from this area, or this end, and then we'll kind of have it expand out as it goes toward the front this time. So a little bit of a different approach to it. We'll replace the walls here, trapdoors, and you kind of get the same type of effect. So that's kind of what we're going for here with that camouflage for the wings, and again, we're just going to kind of do our straight lines. You could do a little bit of a sharper line, so we can go ahead and kind of do like a kind of straight diagonal line almost like that. Maybe it kind of bends a little bit more this way, but just kind of sharper lines, not kind of a random splotch or anything like that, and all that. So that's kind of the basic idea behind the wings and what we're trying to do for that. Again, we're going to leave the engines alone. Now we get to this section up here, we're going to be going ahead and changing parts of the up here. So basically the stone area up here for the aircraft is all fair game to change. So we'll go ahead and start up here. We'll go ahead and kind of replace some of these blocks here with our polished black stone walls, gray stained glass panes and stuff like that. And we can have a little bit of a gap between the stone and polished black stone by throwing in some of the dead bubble coral. So we'll have a little bit of a section here, some stone, get back into our polished black stone, which we'll kind of replace in this area here. And stop right about this point here. And again, we'll change the trapdoors on top there as well. And over here on the other side, we can go ahead and pretty much do a very similar type design. So we're going to go and obviously do it a little bit different from the other side, so it's not completely matching on both sides there. But we're going to kind of do something like this, have this flow back. We have a little bit of a stone section, and then we're going to go ahead and kind of have our stripe come down this way. And look like it kind of carries over from that side, so it kind of runs diagonal over here. And then on the back here, same thing. We can have like a little bit of polished black stone in this section here. And that's really about it. So that's really kind of it for the camouflage. Same thing applies here to the horizontal stabilizers. We're just doing kind of the same design we were doing down below there. So kind of just sharper angles like this. So nothing too crazy or anything like that. So it's basically something like that. And that right there is going to pretty much do it for the camouflage. And with that, that's going to complete my tutorial here for the Messerschmitt Me410B-2 U4. Hope you guys do enjoy this aircraft and are able to put it to good use. Again, to make special links to Patreon supporter Trenchfighter 8 for making this tutorial possible. As always, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is always in the video description. We can go ahead and pledge a small amount to the channel every month and interview a core request of your choosing. So definitely feel free to check that out if you guys are interested. If you guys do use this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for this. Be anything from a sound the build, link to my channel or this video, this does appear on social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for the build, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on and all that fun stuff. With that though, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Gear 204, and I'll see you guys next time.